Hey guys, this is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline, and today I'm doing a review for Revenge. I think we're up to episode 15, season 3. But that'll be all in the title, and this episode's called Struggle. I wasn't a particular fan of the last episode, though there was a lot of soap opera cliches, but with this episode I think they fixed some of those cliches. We get to see the aftermath of Patrick killing his own father. In the end, he actually gets a new job because of Victoria and Nolan, and he's kind of written off the show for a little bit, which as much as I love Justin Hartley, I'm a big fan of his, I didn't so much love Patrick, so I'm okay with him leaving the show for how long he's going to leave the show. Who knows how long it's actually going to be. Then we get to see Emily still having her blackouts, and Aiden cures that by using something he learned from his teacher, his mentor, both their mentors, to almost drown her, and this will bring her memories back. And we see that Emily's just upset that she's a Grayson, and that's really dug up inside of her, and we see some memories from her past, which, you know, we haven't seen in a while. I like the flashbacks, even though we do get a good amount of flashbacks in Revenge. It's always great to see Amanda Clark every once in a while. And then Aiden and Emily kiss, they forgive each other, and everything's good with Emily. She's like sprucing up her house again. Her and her relationship with Jack is great. Going into that story, we got revealed from last episode that Jack's mother was the first wife of Conrad Grayson. And as the episode goes on, Jack does open up to her. She's an alcoholic, but it seems like she's in town for something else, maybe because of Emily. And Emily does learn this in the end of the episode, seeing that she had gin on her mouth gin on her breath when she visited David Clark. So she was drinking 1997. So I don't think she's been sober for 20 years, which is interesting also. That's about only 13 years. So she wasn't sober for 20 years either. So that is pretty interesting fact. So why is she lying to Jack? Why does she want Emily? And is this connected to Emily? Is this connected to David Clark? That is a very interesting thing throughout this episode. And Charlotte's just, you know, she's trying to sneak up on her father, see what's going on. And also Daniel is learning a little bit more about Emily, seeing that Aiden and Emily are together, and he's trying to see what's going on with Emily. Was she actually hiding? So will he get closer to Emily's secret now that he hates her? And that's what this whole episode is. I gotta say, a lot of characters moving on the chessboard, which is good to see. Let's start with the character that really doesn't have much to do with this episode, which is Charlotte. I'm still, like, every moment of this episode, I'm still begging, can Emily tell Charlotte that they're half-sisters? Like, every episode I'm begging that, because her story is so boring, honestly, and she has a lot of potential, because really, the story could become really interesting once Emily does tell her, because she is a Grayson, and this would be the only true family Emily has, and this has been going on for 4 years. We learned in season 1 she was the half-sister. Tell her already. Her story is so boring, she's getting so annoying throughout this whole season, and she doesn't really have an identity. I think she'll definitely have more of an identity if she found this out. So this needs to happen this season. I'm sorry, but she's got to find out. I think Daniel's arc is getting really more interesting. He used to be kind of a dull character too, but he's getting a lot more interesting trying to learn about Emily's past. Again, happy that Patrick's gone. I love Justin Hartley. I love him. I love him as Green Arrow, but Patrick is pretty boring in this show, so he can leave. I actually like the Jack and his mother story, because I have a feeling she's not even his mother, but just saying that. I would like to see a DNA test over there, because I just feel like they're not connected. And I like the idea that she's connected to David Clark, and I think maybe she's onto something. Is she onto Emily being Amanda Clark, which is interesting, because we haven't had that reveal this season really that often. I don't think we had it at all this season. Usually every season we have some minor character find out that Emily's Amanda. So it's interesting that we haven't had that with season 3 yet. So hopefully we'll get that with this minor type character, or this recurring character with the first Mrs. Grayson. So I think that'll be interesting, and I'm actually looking forward to that arc, where I actually did not like that arc at all when it was revealed, but I think it got fleshed out a little bit more in this episode. I can accept it, and it's become actually interesting. it's also good to go to the roots of Emily. I like that a lot. It reminded me a lot of the pilot of season 1 in general. So I like this episode overall. Nothing too crazy happened, but there are some good reveals. Cliffhanger. This is actually a pretty good episode of Revenge. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Pretty solid episode. Nothing that totally blew my mind, but I think we're going back a track where Revenge is at its best. Having some cool cliffhangers, some drama, going to a party, you know, that's what we love about Revenge. I think I had a lot of elements here in this episode, which is good because I didn't really like last episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno Comic Frontline. I will try to review Revenge next week also, depending, maybe it'll be late on Sunday, but I'll try to review it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their end situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.